My take on this, and there was an interesting discussion thread over on DU this morning about, all the pressure that's coming to bear right now on Bernie to pull out of the race because he's, causing Hillary to have to fight on two fronts, and it's hurting Hillary and all this kind of thing. I don't buy it. Hillary's a strong candidate on her own right. She's got strong and loyal supporters. Bernie's a strong candidate. Donald Trump, we'll see, but apparently he's a strong candidate. He beat all the other Republicans. They all need to be going forward. But you'll recall it was around this time, actually, I think it was mid-May, maybe early June, back in 2008, that Hillary Clinton listed as one of the reasons that she wasn't going to drop out that Bobby Kennedy got assassinated in 1968. And in other words, anything can happen in an election. And so why would you drop out? I mean, your opponent might drop dead. I think it was she's taken a lot of flack for having said that. And in fact, people are even revisiting it now. But it was not, frankly, an unreasonable point to make, is that you just never know. And as long as there's a possibility, if there's, if Bernie was to win 70% of the vote in California and then over 60% of the vote in every place, pretty much every place else, he will be the nominee. It's extremely unlikely, but it's possible. So A, you stay in for that. B, there's a possibility, and I think it's probably less than 5%, but there's a possibility that Hillary Clinton may find herself in some legal troubles that would, if not disqualify her, at least make it far more difficult for her to beat Donald Trump, which might cause, you'll recall, back after Bernie won, just landslide won New Hampshire, the Clinton camp made the point that the superdelegates are there to at the end of the day, even if another candidate is ahead, in this case it would have been Bernie, the superdelegates are there to make sure that the most electable candidate is the one that goes on to the onto the general election. And now Bernie's making that argument, and I don't know whether that's the right argument or the wrong argument, but I think she stayed in the race until the very end, and Bernie's going to stay in the race until the very end, and this is just what we've got. I don't think that her any kind of possible indictment of her is frankly anything that is going to have much or any impact whatsoever on the Democratic race. It is something, though, I guarantee you. Donald Trump is not going to be using Bernie's talking points against Hillary, because Donald Trump is not a democratic socialist. Donald Trump is going to be using this kind of crap against Hillary. He's going to go for the salacious stuff. Donald Trump is a reality TV star. He's a creature of the National Enquirer, and so that's where he's going to be going after her. And having the FBI investigate you is right up that alley. So we'll see where it goes.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.